is Nick Schuler, who's at the podium. We'll be giving us
check. No, it's not on mute.
this update here in just a minute as they are organizing all their crews that we have seen.
Today at about 11:27, we received a report of a vegetation fire on Interstate 15 just south of Highway 76. Multiple agencies responded very quickly and efficiently. When we arrived at scene, we had a 2 to 3 acre fire that quickly spread westbound. We were expecting significant Santa Ana winds, and those winds exceeded 35 miles an hour. That quickly spread the fire to 175 acres, then 500 acres, and now we currently sit at 4,100 acres. Currently, there have been 20 structures destroyed, 12 structures damaged, and the fire continues to move west towards the cities of Oceanside and Camp Pendleton. We did have 3 confirmed civilian injuries that resulted from burns they received today. This fire is in unified command between CAL FIRE, the City of Oceanside Fire Department, North County Fire Protection District, the Vista Fire Department, and the San Diego County Sheriff's Department. We have numerous evacuation orders in place and more to follow. If you're looking for information, we ask you to go to san diego county emergency.com, and we ask you to register your cell phones at readysandiego.org. As you can see behind me, this is a rapidly expanding incident, and the winds are going to continue for the next several days. Firefighters have been prepared. We continue to be prepared, and we've done a lot to ensure that the state of the county is ready. Currently, we have the city of San Diego has 2 night flying helicopters that are dropping water. We've activated the Defense Support of Civilian Authority, which allows us to use military and Navy helicopters, which will be flying the fire tomorrow morning. We have resources from across California and resources that are arriving from out of state as we speak. With that, I'll open up to any questions you may have. Yeah, during the initial phases of the fire, as people were trying to evacuate, this fire was being fanned by Santa Ana winds, and people could not get out of their homes fast enough. Unfortunately, that's how 3 of the burn injuries occurred.
What about firefighters?
So far, we've had 1 firefighter who sustained smoke inhalation and another firefighter with a dislocated shoulder.
Chief, what community are you most worried about this evening? Where is it going?
Yeah, as we look at the communities that have been affected and continue to be affected are the city of Fallbrook, or the community of Fallbrook, the community of Bonsall, Vista, Oceanside, and our biggest concern as it continues to move into Oceanside, as well as Camp Pendleton.
Any spots specifically in Oceanside? It's very popular.
Yeah, as we sit here near the Olive Hill area, you can see how quickly the fire is being fanned by the Santa Ana winds, how rapidly it's moving. So as people are looking at this, they're often asking themselves, is it time for me to evacuate? If they're concerned, they need to go. They need to understand that the conditions we're being exposed to now are greater than what you would see on your average bad fire day. So they need to have a plan. They need to leave early, gather their materials, and leave their homes if they're concerned.
As you move into tonight and into tomorrow morning, what's going to be your biggest challenge? Is it going to be the wind? Is it going to be the dry humidity?
Yeah, we're going to have 2 challenges. One is going to be the wind, as you can see, based upon what it's already done. And secondly, part of it's going to be firefighter fatigue. We have numerous fires burning in Southern California. Fortunately, we have quite a few resources here in San Diego County due to the upstaffing by all fire agencies. So perimeter control and structure defense are going to be our #1 priorities, along with life safety.
Are you going to be moving any more crews into the Oceanside, Camp Pendleton areas for precaution?
Yeah, as part of the discussions that occur with the folks behind me, looking at not only what the fire is doing now, but what it's going to be doing in 12, 24, and even 48 hours ahead. We look at that not only based upon current conditions, but expected conditions with communications with the National Weather Service and other fire behavior analysts.
Is there something, if they're in the Fallbrook area, if they're in the Oceanside area, they're seeing this, of course they're scared. Besides the fact that they should already have defensible space, they should have an exit plan. Is there anything else they should have to do tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. For those who have not been currently impacted by the fire, they need to prepare as if they are going to be impacted by the fire. Where are they going to go? What are their escape routes? What is their communication to their family? What are they going to do with their pets, and do they have their vehicles loaded to go? Often we don't ask people to think about these things continuously, but tonight is one of those nights. Today is one of these fires that people need to be ready, because this fire could make it all the way through Oceanside to the coast if it continues.
Talk about the challenge of livestock. I mean, obviously a lot of horse ranches in this area. We were at a facility that had hundreds of horses. I mean, the challenge of getting them out. People that worked there said this fire was exploding. They had no time. They just had to let the horses out and let them out of the barns because they were on fire.
Yeah, unfortunately, San Diego County, we're not strangers to the number of large and devastating fires that we've had. We work very closely with animal control, large animal rescue, our cooperators with the San Diego Sheriff's Department and CHP, and all of those folks are working very closely to get those resources early and ahead of the fire. But oftentimes in a situation like that, we're not able to get all those resources out. So it's upon the homeowner oftentimes to be prepared on their own with horse trailers and a way out and a place to take them.
Do you have any numbers on the evacuation forces at the San Luis Rey Downs?
Yeah, I do not have a number of horses that have been evacuated, but I can tell you there are several thousand structures that currently are threatened.
Have any horses been killed?
I'm not aware of any injuries to any horses or animals.
Are you familiar with an incident where a propane tank blew up and sent a firefighter flying, and do you know what agency he was with or any details on that?
Yeah, I cannot speak to the agency he was with, but I can tell you there was an incident involving a firefighter. He did receive a dislocated shoulder. He put the shoulder back into place and is back on the fire line working. So that tells you some of the dedication that these folks are dealing with right now in a very precarious situation.
And that's the firefighter who was affected by the propane tank blowing up?
That's correct. Any other questions?
You generally have the impression that the winds die down at night and pick up the next day. Is that what's going to happen with this fire?
No, tonight the winds are going to continue throughout the night and continue to tomorrow. So we understand that the fire is going to continue pushing west, but we also have to be prepared for when the onshore flow comes in, meaning that the fire can still turn around and go the other direction when the Santa Ana winds die down. So we have a long road ahead of us, a lot of work. We appreciate all the media getting their messaging out, and there's a lot of work to be done. Any questions for any of my counterparts or the Red Cross?
When it comes to the Red Cross, I noticed there's going to be shelters. And people
Sorry, talk about the shelters.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Ron Levick. I'm the Government Liaison Officer for the American Red Cross. We work very closely with the Unified Command in all of the disasters. At present, they have 3 temporary evacuation points that we call them a TEP. These are areas where people can very rapidly move away from their homes to a place of safety. They're not a shelter. We have one at Paula Casino. Paula Casino has been so graciously being taking care of those folks for us. We have one at Fallbrook High School. We have one at the Carlsbad Forum in Carlsbad. In addition to that, we have 2 shelters established for this fire. One is at the first of all, I'd like to thank the City of Escondido for their support in this. It's at the East Valley Community Center on Valley Parkway in Escondido. And also like to thank the City of Carlsbad for their ongoing support. They are opening a shelter at Stagecoach Community Park on Camino de las Coches in South Carlsbad.
Okay, so I was at a couple of these shelters, and I saw a number of people starting to bring in supplies, wanting to donate to help, and they were turned away because they said we actually already have all the supplies we need. If someone wants to donate to help firefighters, food, water, you don't want to physically do something, what can they do?
Okay, the best thing to do is for them to go to one of the shelters if they have something to give. We have found in many past disasters that a cash donation is really the most versatile. That allows us to very carefully and quickly target exactly what the citizens need to sustain their lives. So we would ask that you focus on cash donations. However, we will accept donations in kind at the shelters. Thank you very much. And if you have any additional questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Do you have any other questions?
Of the 20 structures destroyed, do you know how many were in the mobile home park? How many
I do not, but it was a combination of both. All right, thank you very much.